Well, American Idol just finished up and Jax is out, leaving two young men to battle it out for the top spot. Later on in the show, we'll have the latest from Los Angeles. That's tonight on Fox 44. Well, good evening. I'm Danielle Grossman. Thank you for choosing Fox 44 News Baton Rouge tonight.
Well, we had another batch of pretty strong showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and early evening. Showers are long gone now at this hour. You see a lot of that light rainfall has moved into southern Mississippi at this point. Storms are no longer strong to severe. As you notice, well out towards the west, there are a few showers across eastern Texas, but those will not affect us this evening. For us tonight, a little bit of cloud cover as things begin to wind down. Still some standing water. It's going to be a muggy night for us, a little bit on the humid side with the possibility of some patchy fog. As you see over the last 48 hours, the last 2 days, a lot of rainfall, about over a half an inch here, nearly 2 inches of rainfall in Acadiana, and a lot of areas in pockets. Well, we saw a lot more. Your current temperature, 70 in Lafayette, 68 in Baton Rouge, coming in at 70 in Alexandria. You can see the areas where there wasn't rainfall, much warmer at this hour. Overnight, we're just going to call for a little bit of cloud cover, temperature of 70 by early morning, and then by 6 a.m. you'll see that we're going to start out with a little bit of sunshine, but it's going to be a muggy start. Drier picture for tomorrow, but more storms are expected in our forecast for Thursday and Friday. Danielle?
Thank you, Jesse. And right now in Baton Rouge, many of us still have debris on our streets and property from the storms 2 weeks ago. Now help is on the way. The parish has added a second contractor to help with cleanup. The extra service will start picking up debris today, and parish officials are asking you to put it in a pile on the edge of your driveway. Mayor Kip Holden also asks for your patience while DPW and its contractors work on removal. Pickups will run the same route as garbage collection. Today at the Capitol, a bill that focused on changing the way our government works was shot down by lawmakers, and it won't be moving forward this legislative session. Representative Jerome Richard says that in the event that our governor were to veto a bill, he wanted lawmakers to automatically return for an override session. He believes if lawmakers passed a bill in both House and Senate, it means the legislation's worth fighting for. But Richard's disappointed that his attempt failed 4-3 in committee.
I think we give him too much power as a legislative body. We refuse to take our power with the checks and balances of government, and that's the bottom line.
Now, after the first bill failed, Richard decided to pull his second bill. That bill's focus was to eliminate the governor's ability to cross out or veto parts or sections of a bill without vetoing it entirely. But a bill that will be moving forward is a plan to allow Louisiana universities to set their own admission standards. Right now, that power's in the hands of the Board of Regents. But Representative Edward James says it shouldn't be. He believes our standards are too high, and because of that, students are being forced to attend two-year colleges or look outside of the state. If universities could make their own decisions, it would modify standards based on current student achievement.
What we want, frankly, is less government. What we want is the ability to operate like a business, the ability to make decisions, the ability to react to the market, and frankly, to serve as many students as possible.
Supporters of the legislation say our current admission standards were created 25 years ago, and now it's time we update them. A senator from New Iberia is speaking out about the legislation of medical marijuana. He's supporting it all the way. State Senator Fred Mills is backing the medical marijuana bill, which has been rewritten specifically to stop that medicine from being abused. The law bans marijuana in any form that can be smoked and only allows pills, eye drops, and other processed forms. Mills says that to pass the bill, lawmakers need the support of law enforcement.
The Louisiana Sheriff's Association is working side by side with me and the medical community to make sure that we found that balance of medicinal marijuana versus not being recreational marijuana. And I think the law enforcement community is getting comfortable that that's what the bill is totally about. And at the end of the day, a patient and a physician should have that right to get that medication as a last-ditch effort.
Senator Mills knows the fight's far from over. While he has backing from a few state agencies, he says proof is scarce that medical marijuana actually provides the relief it promises. The incoming East Baton Rouge Parish School Superintendent Warren Drake is already hard at work. Drake won't step into his position till the end of June, but he's already working as a consultant for the parish. Drake's busy meeting with school leaders and parents. He wants to find out what works and what should be changed when he takes his reins.
I'm beginning to work on the transition plan, so mainly visiting with principals, visiting schools, also making sure that I contact board members and understand their concerns, and just getting to know the district really is what I'm trying to do right now.
Drake says right now he's just listening and learning. His main focus is on individual student achievement. Baton Rouge police have arrested 2 men in connection with the murder of Cameron Matthews. Police say Corey Handy and Cody Sanders got into an argument with Matthews. Then he found and shot to death near the intersection of Grant Street and Tennessee. Handy and Sanders are charged with second-degree murder. Another man's charged with second-degree murder tonight. Baton Rouge police say he and an accomplice stole merchandise from City Pawn Shop on Airline, then shot an employee who tried to stop them. It happened yesterday afternoon. Baton Rouge police say 17-year-old Christopher Stovall turned himself in around 7 last night. But they're still searching for the other suspect seen here on your screen. He's described as a dark-skinned black male, about 5'8", muscular with shoulder-length dreadlocks. If you recognize him, please give Crime Stoppers a call. That's 344-STOP. In Shreveport today, a shooting that injured 1 man and left a woman dead led to a 3-hour standoff with police. It only ended because the gunman shot himself. It all began near a local high school when police say the gunman shot a man who was standing on the corner. A short time later, police say he shot and killed a woman, then barricaded himself inside the house. Police located him inside the house after a standoff began, dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Federal regulators recommend lifting the lifetime ban on gay men donating blood. The Food and Drug Administration's issued draft guidance. It says men would have to wait 1 year after having sex with another man before giving blood. While HIV blood tests have become more precise, there's a small window when newly acquired HIV cannot be detected. The final rules from the FDA will come after a 30-day public period comment. Well, May is Stroke Awareness Month, and now stroke victims are encouraging everyone to do just that, learn something about it. Despite the tremendous toll stroke takes, the vast majority of Americans don't think of stroke as a major health concern. This month is geared towards educating people about not just the symptoms, but the causes. And in an effort to bring attention to the topic, former stroke patients who are members of Lafayette General Medical Center in Acadiana celebrated their recovery by painting pictures at the hospital today.
It's the camaraderie, listening to other people who have the same thing, so we can talk and see what other people are struggling with and seeing if we can help.
According to the American Stroke Association, every 40 seconds someone has stroke, and 1 in 6 people will experience stroke in their lifetime. If you'd like to learn more about Stroke Awareness Month, just go to strokeassociation.org. Coming up, President Obama speaks out about poverty in our nation and how it affects crime. But first, our Louisiana Attorney General is boasting our work here in their state. We'll explain what he said and why he thinks we're doing so well. That's next on Fox 44.